The actions performed in this video are only to be attempted under medical supervision. Fasting can be extremely dangerous if not done correctly, and in some cases may result in organ failure and death. Please consult a medical professional and do your own research before attempting any form of prolonged fasting. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today is Friday, August 21st. It's just shy of 9 o'clock and we are on day 5 of our 20-day water/dry fast. Today was another water fasting day. I'll most likely make tomorrow a dry fasting day depending on how I feel. Either tomorrow or Sunday. I do want to get one weekend day of dry fasting in just because I have the opportunity to kind of relax all day, which I can't do during the week. So if I'm going to do 2 a week, I want one of them to be on the weekend. So I'm definitely starting to feel more like myself. Feels like my energy levels are getting pretty much back to normal. There's definitely a little bit of a muscle fatigue when I'm overexerting myself, climbing stairs, walking long distances, getting up and sitting down. If I get up too fast, I definitely get a head rush. But besides that, my mood has pretty much gone back to normal. Not that I was in a bad mood the other days, but I was definitely just kind of keeping to myself, a little bit tired and fatigued. Today was actually the first day this week that I didn't need a nap. When I came home, I did some grocery shopping on the way home. I walked my dog, did some things around the house, but I didn't feel tired enough to go to sleep. Even now, almost 9 o'clock, I don't feel tired. I just kind of feel like it's a normal day. So I'm definitely feeling like I'm getting back to normal, and hopefully the rest of the fast, minus the dry days of course, which are going to be harder, will just be like this, where I'm kind of in a normal spot. Nothing really noteworthy that's happening today versus any other day when I was doing intermittent fasting. It's just that when I get home I can't eat. So that's really the only difference for me. The weekends are probably going to be tougher because I'm used to eating more hours of the day on the weekends, but we'll see how tomorrow goes. And we're going to go ahead and do our 5th weigh-in. So today we're at 165. So this is definitely the lowest weight I've been in a long time. Probably not since I was in middle school was I in the low 160s like this. So I can definitely see a difference in my face already, even after 5 days. I don't know if I'm feeling any difference in my clothes. It's been about 8 pounds so far, so I don't know if that's enough to really feel much of a difference in my clothes. I know if they were snug before, they just kind of fit now, so but it's not really noticeable. Probably by the end of next week I'll start to see even bigger changes. So today I want to talk about how intermittent fasting has been known to either help prevent type 2 diabetes and or to cure yourself of type 2 diabetes. So essentially, type 2 diabetes develops when the body becomes resistant to insulin or when the pancreas is unable to produce enough insulin. So insulin is a hormone that comes from the gland situated behind and below the stomach, or the pancreas. The pancreas secretes insulin into the bloodstream. The insulin circulates, enabling sugar to enter your cells. Insulin lowers the amount of sugar in your bloodstream. As your blood sugar level drops, so does the secretion of insulin from your pancreas. So essentially, every time you eat any kind of carbohydrate, any kind of sugar, it's going to trigger an insulin response. So your body will release this hormone called insulin, and that tells your body to store fat and to try to get the sugar out of your bloodstream that you've just introduced into it. Once the sugar levels drop to a certain point, the insulin levels will go down. So what happens if you have a meal frequency of maybe 6 or 7 meals a day? I think the average number of meals that an American eats is between 5 and 6 meals a day. So when you're constantly telling your body to boost its insulin levels, get ready, we're going to store fat, we have to get rid of the sugar, and it's just producing insulin over and over again all throughout the day. It never really gets a chance to lower itself. So what happens over time is your body will become insulin resistant. Definitely forgot to charge my battery, guys, so we're switching back to the iPhone for the rest of the video. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm a little bit new to this YouTube thing, and I promise I will work out all the kinks eventually, hopefully very soon, and get myself together before I start these videos. So like I was saying, when you're constantly pumping your body full of glucose, and your body's having to constantly release insulin, it will eventually become insulin resistant, in which case it won't respond to the introduction of sugar the way it's supposed to. It won't release insulin regularly like it should, and eventually it'll allow your blood to build up with glucose, and that's how you get type 2 diabetes. It's insulin resistance and an inability to regulate the amount of sugar that's in your blood. So what a doctor will do is they'll just give you insulin. You just inject yourself with it when your blood sugar gets too high, and that will help your cells absorb the extra sugar. If you treat type 2 diabetes that way, it's really just going to ever be a treatment. It's something that you'll have to do forever, because your body just can't regulate its own insulin. If you haven't changed your patterns, if you haven't changed the cause of why your body is having so much trouble regulating its insulin, then you're going to have to inject yourself with insulin for the rest of your life. There really is no cure for type 2 diabetes that a doctor can give you. So essentially with intermittent fasting, you're addressing the cause and not the symptoms. So you're allowing your body to maintain a fasted state for an extended period of time. There's no way for your blood sugar levels to get out of hand during that period because you're not introducing any sugar into your blood. So with intermittent fasting, it's not so much about what you eat. It's not like calories don't count. It's just that it's a lot harder to overeat with 1 or 2 or 3 meals than it is with 5 or 6. So what I found every time I went on a diet is it always increased my appetite. The more I dieted, the harder it was to diet because I just felt like I was getting hungrier and hungrier, and I was only ever allowed to eat these small portions of food. But with intermittent fasting, I feel like I can easily go all day without eating, and then when I get home, I can eat a large amount of food that actually fills me, it satisfies me, it lasts me all the way to the next day, and I'm not feeling the need to reach for a snack or something to hold me over to my next meal. I really just kind of go through my day normally, and then I can enjoy food. I can go home, done with work, done with whatever errands or extra tasks I have to do, and just sit down and enjoy a nice big meal instead of having to snack all throughout the day. Even though I'm constantly eating, I'm still hungry all day. So it just never really worked for me. I can never seem to stick to it for a long period of time because it always just felt short term. It felt like in my head, oh my gosh, this is so awful. Like, at least I only have to do it until I lose the weight. But then it would dawn on me, even after I lose the weight, it's not like I can go back to how I was eating before. I'm literally just gonna be this hungry for the rest of my life. Like, it was so exhausting, counting calories all the time, going out to eat, having to try to eyeball what I was eating, making sure I was staying in my limits. Because when you're trying to spread those calories out all day, there's no way you could have a 1,500 calorie meal at 8 p.m. when you've been eating all day. But if I haven't eaten all day, I can have a 2,000 calorie meal at 8 p.m. I can have a 2,500 calorie meal at 8 p.m. And it's gonna fill me like it's because it's a whole day's worth of food, and it's not gonna feel like I spread it out in a bunch of little snacks and small meals. I don't wake up hungry, and I can literally go through my whole day and just wait until around 6 or 7 before I eat again. Because at 6 or 7, I'm about to eat an entire day's worth of food. And it feels like so much more because I'm doing it all at once. So it's just more satisfying to do it that way for me instead of trying to spread it out.
Metabolically, it makes more sense not to spread it out. I mean, everything that my body tells me is that this is better for me than trying to eat all day. So anyways, that's gonna wrap up today's video. I just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about my experience with dieting versus intermittent fasting. Honestly, I really hope that you guys give it a try. I hope that this video was informative to you and maybe you learned something and maybe you'll try something. If you have any questions or if you have any suggestions for future videos, any topics you want me to talk about, please leave them in the comment section below. I'll try to answer as many as I can. I would love to hear your guys' opinion of what I'm talking about now. I'm excited to continue to post. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to today's video. Thank you for following me on my journey. Super excited to see what the end result is going to be. We're already 5 days in, so that's about a fourth of the fast almost done. So again, thank you guys so much for watching. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you tomorrow for another video.